So I headed back up top and crafted the tavern building block and placed it down next to the builder's hut. However, this is going to take a lot more materials, so we'll come back to that soon, because I also placed down a mine that needs significantly less materials to get up and running. And my whole plan with this is the fact that the mine will probably help us get some ores and materials passively whilst we're working on other things in the settlement. I'm sure that I make complete use of this later and don't forget about it and leave my miner just kind of idle and unemployed, but more on that later. Now, I already had quite a few of the materials needed for the mine, so I just threw them into the table so that our buildy boy can get to work as soon as possible, and then headed back down into the caves. But yet again, my time in the caves was cut very short because an absolute tragedy occurred. You see, in the time I was down here, it got dark, and I got the lovely notification that one of our villagers had indeed been oofed. Now, still to this day, I don't know really who it is. As of reading the script, I'll probably see it when I go back and edit the video, but at the time, I thought it was my builder, so I immediately ran back up to my hidey hole and took a quick nap. And then in the morning, I hopped up to the surface to deal with the invaders. Once the zombies were gone, I grabbed the loot from the no longer existing villager and gave it to a different one, who I immediately put to work in place of them. Now, it also seems like all of the other villagers around here were about as upset as I was about the loss of our previous builder, because they just really didn't seem to care. And almost immediately, the mine was finished and I hired our very first miner, who I kitted out with some stone tools before telling our new builder to get to work on the tavern, because he has to earn his breaks around here. Also, I guess this kind of takes back what I said yesterday about not knowing if it was the builder, because I wrote in the script that it was, so I don't know. I don't know. I think it was the builder. Moving on. Now, for the tavern to actually start getting built, it needed some materials, so I headed back out to the forest to get some wood, where I got into a brawl with a bear, but he decided that he didn't even want to try to climb 2 blocks of wood and just accepted his fate. I swear that bears are supposed to, climb trees. I know that, a species that doesn't. Maybe it was that species. I don't know. I don't know about bears, man. I'm not a bear expert, man. No, not my expertise. Anyways, bear discussion aside, after spending a good portion of the day out in the forest chopping wood,